As you've probably noticed, the cryptocurrency space is smoking hot right now. And as this mainstream adoption continues to increase, there's all these new investors moving into the space. They have dreams of lambos and mansions and making millions and millions of dollars on a single move. And while there's really no doubt that that's going to continue to happen, there's this new type of cryptographic asset that's come onto the scene recently. And overnight, it seems like it's just exploded in popularity. And it's called the Non-Fungible Token, or NFT. And while their popularity seems to have really emerged from nowhere, they've also proven that they aren't going anywhere soon. So here's what you need to know about non-fungible tokens today on Renegade News. Welcome back to Renegade News. I'm your host, Glenn Kowalski. It's our mission to help freedom lovers like you break free from the system, pay less tax, and live anywhere in the world that you want. So go ahead and smash that subscribe and the notification button, and let's get right into it. Well, there's a lot of this discussion right now about fungibility and how it's being required to make Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies into real money. NFTs take an opposite approach, where by design they aren't fungible. But what is fungibility? Well, according to Investopedia, fungibility is the ability of a good or asset to be interchanged with other individual goods or assets of the same type. Fungible assets simplify the exchange and trade processes, as fungibility implies equal value between the assets. In other words, if you have one of something, it can be changed for another one of that same kind of something. And if you have half of something, each half can be exchanged for any other half of that same thing. Bitcoin, for example, can be broken up into satoshis, which are 0.00000001 of a Bitcoin. One satoshi can be exchanged for another satoshi that comes from anywhere, and that makes it a fungible asset. You can also exchange them for other cryptocurrencies at known exchange rates. Fungibility is a vital property of money. Now, as a side note, not to get into the weeds, but Bitcoin as money has recently been called into question because some laws are treating different blocks differently, like Iran's new Bitcoin mining laws, and that makes Bitcoin less fungible. But that's a very controversial topic, and it's outside the scope of today's video. For now, just remember that fungible assets are ones that can be traded one-to-one with any other asset of that type. Non-fungible assets and non-fungible tokens are, of course, the exact opposite. The unique properties of these tokens means that they cannot be exchanged with any other asset and can't be broken down into smaller units. NFTs are unique and they're irreplaceable. So why would anybody want an NFT if it can't be used for transactions, if it can't be broken down? Well, what else do you know of that's valuable, can't be broken into smaller pieces, and has value that can't be assigned via an exchange? Artwork and other collectibles. They have a value based on their prestige, and NFTs are very similar. But first to understand that, first you need to understand and know how they work. NFTs are a digital version of a physical asset, things like a painting, a meme, music, or a video. A Da Vinci painting has value because it can't be replicated. People can try and counterfeit it, of course, but experts can always spot those subtle differences. If the Mona Lisa, if it could be copied, obviously there'd be no real value there. NFTs are the same. They are one of a kind. NFTs are based on blockchain technology, so they have this accurate and immutable record of their ownership. So while anyone could download a video, for example, of LeBron James dunking, there would only be one NFT of that video of LeBron James dunking. So that can now be considered a collectible. So does that uniqueness give it value? Well, at first you might not really think so, but Beeple's Everydays, the first 5,000 days, which is an image from an artist who took a picture every day for 5,000 days and then released it as an NFT, it recently sold at auction for $69.3 million. Other projects in the NFT space include things like CryptoPunks, who created these digital assets which were made from exactly 10,000 characters randomly designed into these retro designs, things like beanie hats, pigtails, rosy cheeks, and buck teeth. They are currently working with the prestigious Christie's auction house with these. Then there's Dapper Labs, and they created these crypto kitty NFTs, which can be nurtured and reproduced like real-life cats, which to me sounds kind of like the old Tamagotchi pets, except on steroids, because $20 million was spent on these kitties in just a few weeks. And then there's SoRare, and their goal is to offer NFT collectibles for passionate sports fans. The concept of non-fungible tokens is still in its infancy, but they are already showing massive potential, especially for people like artists. And it has the potential to revolutionize the trading of these physical assets like real estate and art. And it's also going to give artists the potential to enjoy the lion's share of the profits from their creation, which is almost impossible today because of brokers and retailers getting in the middle. And better yet, the potential use cases for these NFTs is still expanding, and it really could impact almost every industry out there. To discover more about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology and how it's revolutionizing our lives and giving us countless opportunities to break free from the system, pay less tax, and live anywhere in the world you want, check out the video you see on your screen right now. And don't forget to subscribe to Renegade News so that every week you discover the latest infringements and wins in your pursuit of more freedom and liberty in this unfree world.